I welcome you again to this channel. Please, I want you to pay attention to this subject. Forex broker is a very important subject that many people don't talk about. This video is majorly for beginners and novice, and for those that doesn't have idea about brokers. And please don't forget to like this video and share this video, and also follow this channel so that this video can get to many other people out there who don't really know who a broker is. There are a lot of people that have been scammed, a lot of people that will still be scammed. So this video is meant to help and to enlighten other people and every one of us. Now, who are forex brokers? Now, before we talked about that, you need to know that in order to trade forex, you need a trading account. You need it. You cannot trade without a trading account. Now, when you open a trading account, you need to deposit money into it, and before you can trade, you need to deposit money. So it's very important that you trust the broker you are using. A broker is an entity that facilitates the orders of every trader. Now, these brokers can also be called retail brokers, forex broker. Now, there's a big issue with this retail forex trading industry. If there is lack of transparency, if there is unclear regulatory structures with insufficient oversight. Now, forex traders need to understand this before recommending any broker. There are some things that the people they are teaching need to know about brokerage, so that they will not end up complaining. If you go to different social media platforms, you see videos of people saying a broker run away with my money. Some say I placed a trade and I got a lot of profit and I was not paid. So different excuses and all that. So there are some certain things you need to know, you need to put in place before you can start using a broker, and we're going to be talking about those things in this video. So now, and I believe that you don't want to end up being part of the unfortunate group of those traders who fall prey to forex scam. I want to tell you today that forex is not a scam. It's just that some of us that have been scammed, you don't actually know some certain things about trading. Now, a forex broker is one of the first lesson you need to know as a beginner that you're supposed to be taught. So thank God that you are in this channel. So as a new trader, the forex broker you choose is going to be your first critical decision as a new trader. Why? Because you are going to be handing your money to that company, and before you can handle your money to that company, you also need to know if you can withdraw it. It's not just to deposit money to trade. You need to know if you can withdraw it. You don't have to assume. You must first verify that you can withdraw your money. There are so many awesome traders who are awesomely broke, and I believe you don't want to be that awesome broker who is also broke. Now, there are certain questions you need to ask, you need to consider before choosing a broker, and one of those questions is the broker a real company? Is the forex broker a real company? Now, you don't have to be fooled by their website, their graphics design website. make sure that there's an actual legal incorporated company behind the website you are looking at. Now there are things you need to know about a real company. If you really want to know a real company, first you need to know their former business name. I believe you know what is former. Now you need to know if the company is incorporated and registered to do business. For example, we are in Nigeria. There are companies that are not registered to do business because they are not registered under CAC. So likewise in Forex. When a company, a Forex broker is not registered, the company is not registered to do business, I don't think you have any business with that Forex broker. So you also need to know how long that Forex broker, that business, that company has been in business. Now you also need to know if you can find such company on the Google. If you can find anything about it on Google. And you also need to know if there is any recent press release or article about that company. If you also trade crypto, there's what we call DYOR. It means do your own research. So most times, part of doing your research, if a company, if a group of people is about to list a coin, most times they use some social media and page like on Twitter. You need to check if they are constantly posting, if they are releasing articles about their company. Is another way to also know, and how many people are following them, what are the comments, so there are so many things you want to, but this is not crypto, but this is Forex. Now another question you need to ask is, where is that company located? Does the company have a physical address? The broker you want to use today, does it have a physical address? You don't have to be fooled if they list an address on the website. You have to verify. And how can you do that? You can check your Google map for their address, and after you check your Google map, you can also use Google Earth to check the building, they are using. You can zoom it. So sometimes when they put their address on the website, they think maybe if you use Google map, you'll be unable to see the building they are using. But if you use Google Earth or any other website to check their location, they think maybe you will not be able to see their building. But if you use Google Earth, you'll be able to see their building, the 3D building. Now when you found out that you want to use a broker and you found out that there's no building in the address on the map, it's just a land, you don't have to give your money to such broker. So these are part of the things you have to look into before you put your money into creating an account with a broker. Now the next thing you have to check for is who runs the company, who is the sole proprietor, who are the principal, who run the company, who is the CEO. The person has to be a popular person. If I mean a popular person, I mean not someone that is okay like Donald Trump. No, not like the president of Donald Trump. Somebody who is not faceless. The person is not faceless. He has a face. He has a face. You know the person. The person has a social media page. You see the videos of the person. The person has to come time to time. He has to be interviewed and all that. So beware. Another criteria you have to check is, can you contact the company? Can you talk to them? Does the company provide multiple ways to contact them? For example, you have issue. Even though you don't have issue, sometimes you just have to check the phone number they put there. Is it going through? Does their email address work? For example, you message them through email. Are they replying? They have an online chat. Do you get it? What are their customer support hours? So all these are the things you have to look for. Do you get it? So you need to make sure that they have a support staff available 24 hours a day, 24 hours a day, from Monday till Saturday. Monday till Friday is also okay. You get it? So these are some of the things you need to know. And lastly, because there are a lot of things you need to know about brokerage, but this one alone is enough for you to know the kind of broker you are going to put your money into. The last one is your money safe? Is your money safe? Are they putting your money together with their money? You need to know if that broker has a segregated account. I believe you know what segregated account means. Segregated account is an account that a company has. They dedicate that account majorly for their customers. They don't because there's a rule on segregated account. You don't just pick up money from there and start using it. It's majorly customers' money. Even when the company break down, they don't have right to use the money from that segregated account to work on the company. The segregated account is separated from the company money. So this means that your money is kept entirely separate from the broker's money. So, and that's it. So you need to do research about your broker. Even if that broker has been existing, even if your mentor, the person that taught you how to trade, shield out an update about a new broker, check for yourself. Do your own research. Don't put your money at risk. When your money is at risk, your life is also at risk. There are people who have took their life because they lost a lot of money. There are people who has mental issues because they lost their money. I think that's all for the now. We'll bring you more updates. Thank you for staying with us.